Hey everybody, it's your Sam again. I'm here with another video. Today I want to go over a few programs that I have been using in my writing and editing process. These programs are called Grammarly, ProWritingAid, and the Hemingway editor. All three of these I have used pretty extensively. Grammarly I am more comfortable with and I have used the longest. So that's a little caveat to this. I also want to say that these three things do not take the place of a professional editor. These three programs are just that. They're programs. They don't catch everything. They don't have the human touch of understanding emotion and possibly style and stuff like that. So these do not take the place of a professional editor. If you are self-publishing, please hire a professional editor. A couple of them. Because, yeah, humans don't catch everything either, but machines don't as well. With that being said, let's get into it. The first program that I'm going to kind of review and tell you a little bit about is going to be Grammarly. Grammarly I have used for years. I believe I started using it during its beta stages when it was still trying to get a lot of the kinks out and good stuff like that. I remember sending reports to Grammarly to tell them how it was working, how I felt about it, and all that good stuff. So it's been a while that I have used Grammarly. Grammarly has two different tiers that you can use. It has the free tier and it has the premium tier. The free tier you can use for however long you need to use it. There's no time limit. There's not like a 14-day free trial period or anything like that. The free tier is free for however long. But the free tier only checks punctuation, grammar, and spelling. And with that, it doesn't catch everything. Again, machine doesn't catch everything. So it's good in that aspect. It adds a little bit more to your programs that you use, you know, like Scrivener, Google Docs, and Word have their own grammar, spelling, and punctuation checkers. So Grammarly kind of adds on top of that. It's kind of like a double checker and it catches some things that those programs may not. That being said, you can purchase the premium. Now what the premium covers is a little bit more. I don't have as much experience with the premium side of Grammarly as I do with the free side because I'm cheap. I did do a free trial and the beta testing for the premium side when it was available. And that is about the only experience that I have with the premium side. It was about a month maybe of experience with the premium. So with the premium you also get everything that you get in the free version, of course. It checks for tone, it checks for plagiarism. I do believe that you have to kind of pay a little bit more for the plagiarism on top of the premium, but I could be wrong on that. It does check for conciseness or clarity in your work as well. So if there's a better word or if you have like a really long sentence, Grammarly is going to highlight it. Grammarly Premium is going to highlight it and be like, hey, what's going on here? And it does suggest some vocabulary enhancements. So if there's like a better word for something, it might highlight the word that it thinks that you should change, and you can go from there. You can decide whether to use it or not. With that being said, the prices. You can purchase Grammarly Premium for $29.95 a month, or you can purchase it for every quarter, which is every 3 months, at $59.95, which makes it about $19.98 a month. Or you can purchase it for a year, which is at $139.95, which makes it around $11.66 per month. Honestly, I would just stick with the free version and hire an editor. That's just me. The next one I'm going to go over is ProWritingAid. This one I, of course, don't have as much experience with as I do with Grammarly, like I've said before. I did try the free version. It was a 14-day free trial. And I like it. To me, it caught more than Grammarly did, and I like seeing the reports that ProWritingAid provides. It kind of teaches you to become a better writer with the reports, because you can see where you're going wrong. You can see like your different reading levels. It checks tone, it checks clarity, it checks, you know, your vocabulary, it checks for repetitive words, it checks for glue words. I mean, it does a lot, and it just seems a lot more than what Grammarly does, personally. Now with ProWritingAid, it is a extension pretty much. You can add it to your browsers. It works with just about anything. It works with Google Docs, it works with Microsoft Office, it works with Scrivener. The only thing that it doesn't work with is Dabble. And as you know, Dabble is my favorite baby right now, because I cannot download Scrivener, and I just don't really want to download Scrivener because I like Dabble. And Grammarly does work with Dabble. So what I've been doing is I've been exporting my work from Dabble into Google Docs and to Word, and been using ProWritingAid from those two programs, which I do anyway because I like to have multiple saves of the same thing so I don't lose anything. Pro tip, do that. I do believe that ProWritingAid is a bit better than Grammarly. The next one is going to be the Hemingway App. Basically just type Hemingway App into a Google search and it will pull it up. It's free to use for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of writing and stuff like that. You can pay for it and it will be there forever, and I think it is $20 or $19.99, a one-time purchase, so that makes it relatively cheap. The thing with Hemingway App is that it does adverbs and qualifiers. It does complex words that can be replaced with simpler ones. It does passive voice. It highlights complex sentences that might be hard to understand, and your highly complex sentences that are just confusing as hell, it will point those out to you. It does on the side tell you how many adverbs and everything it has found, and how many of these complex sentences that it's found, so you can see your writing style and what you need to improve on the most. And for it to be so cheap, it is an excellent tool. I usually use Hemingway Editor app or the Hemingway app during short story writing, so that I can make sure that everything reads well before I send it off to a couple of my beta readers, because with my short stories I don't really check it as much as I do my books, which is probably a bad thing. I did use it for my Ninja anthology, which I used for the AuthorTube audiobook anthology, or both of them, volume 1 and volume 2. So you can kind of see how well it picks up on things if you watch those videos. I will link them in the description down below. Research or search Hemingway app in Google and it will pop up and you'll be able to use it. You can copy and paste your work in there, or you can start typing just in the program itself and see what pops up. The cons of all of these programs is that they are machines, they're apps. They don't pick up on everything. They don't really pick up on your particular style as well as a human would. On all of them, there is no offline mode unless you pay for premium or you pay for it. I know the Hemingway app, if you pay for it, it does have an offline mode, but the other two, not so much. ProWritingAid, another con to it is that it doesn't really offer an app, So you will have to write in Google Docs on your iPad or tablet or something like that, because you're not able to download the app on there and use it. And with Google Docs or a Chrome extension or any of your browsers or something like that, you can add the ProWritingAid extension and write through that. But it doesn't have an app on its own. The pluses, the pros to these things is it is technically another set of eyes on your work. So it will help you kind of pull back, study your writing, become a better writer, and to do edits on your work before you send it out to an editor or an agent or a beta reader or something like that. Again, these do not replace a professional editor. So that's all I have on those three. While doing some research on some tools to use, I did come across another one that I'm probably going to test out, and it is the Reedsy book editor. Supposedly it's free and it is amazing for writers to use, otherwise Reedsy would not be promoting it. So I might be doing another review like this and be reviewing the Reedsy book editor and tell you all what I think about it, how it works, and all that good stuff. That's about all I have for you today. If you like videos like this, or you like this video, then make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, writing related, or if you want to see some of my content on how to deal with depression or anxiety or stupidity as a artist or creative, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do live streams every Thursday at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. I also do live streams with Lauren and Nicole. We switch around on our channels. Those are usually on Tuesdays at 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. I upload videos every Sunday and Thursday. And that is about it. If you have any comments on any of these programs, if you absolutely love one or would like to add in your 2 cents, I would enjoy hearing about it, because I like to see other people's experiences with programs like this so that I can better understand the program or maybe delve in a little bit deeper into using these programs. As always, be kind to one another, smile about something today, and keep being creative and keep writing. I will see you next time.